We arrived late to the cosmic party, and we are not at the center of the room. We know that since the days of Copernicus and Galileo that we are not at the center, and we know that the human species, started a few million years ago. That's 1 part in 1,000 of the age of the Earth. So if you arrive to a party late and you're not at the center, the party is not about you. Okay, that's a simple message. And we fail to understand it. We fail the intelligence test very often of basically believing that we are central to the universe in many different ways, that we might be the most intelligent species. Humanity is not mature, okay, in the sense that we look around at the Earth and we say, okay, well, it looks like we are in control and we determine the future of this planet, but this Earth is just a piece of rock that is 3 millionths of the mass of the sun. It's a leftover, some residue, some debris left over from the formation of the sun, completely insignificant. We fight over territories on this tiny rock as if that is the most important thing for us to establish our ego and importance. And it's just like kids that are sitting in a sandbox and are fighting each other. And then an adult comes over and they look at the adult and say, oh, wait, we need to behave. And in the same way, if we meet a neighbor that is far more accomplished than we are, it may give us an opportunity to rethink our priorities and perhaps cooperate together. Philosophically speaking, it will bring a sense of cosmic modesty to the human existence. We used to have that when religions told us that there is a God, and we have a superhuman entity that oversees what happens to us. But after Friedrich Nietzsche said in 1882, God is dead, the modern time of science and technology is full of hubris, as if we are at the top of the food chain. And I don't think that we are at the top of the food chain. I mean, very soon there will be artificial intelligence systems that supersede the cognitive abilities of our brain. This Messiah may come as a messenger from another star.
How much time do you think we have left before we destroy ourselves?
A rough estimate would be as much as we had until now, since the technological scientific revolution of the 20th century started. So we had it for about 100 years and maybe another 100 years. And so based on that argument, I would say we had about a century, we have another century, unless we correct course. Yeah. The fundamental question right now is whether artificial intelligence will be a big threat to humanity in the future. And I immediately can see right now already the signs of how it can do it. If the AI manipulates humans that are engaged in the physical reality to do things that are harmful to humans, then they can accomplish that goal. And they can actually control the physical reality. So all they need to do is convince, make society, for example, polarized, and convince one part on the political map to use military actions and potentially destroy the entire fabric of society this way. The biggest philosophical question is why what is the meaning of our existence? I think Albert Camus wrote it very clearly. And why not? What's the point of living? Why do we do that? I mean, we will all die. Now, of course, a lot of people prefer to forget that they will die. So when they live their life, they want to feel superior. They want to feel good about themselves, that they accomplished. But you see people dying all the time like flies, and some of them were very proud of themselves. They were very arrogant alpha males that were like at the top of their game, and they thought that they're at the top of the world, and then they die. Nobody cares about it. Like, this is the fundamental sense of humility that every person needs to have. Just look at the graveyards. Okay, just look. All these very distinguished people that wore ties and felt respectable and felt admiration of other people, and were putting themselves on a pedestal, and they really accomplished something important, and they were walking through the street as if they are in control, and then they just die. Nobody cares. Like, they're nothing. Any of the qualities that make our body or brain exceptional are not to be proud of, because it's not you that is responsible for that. Then the question arises, the fundamental question, the most fundamental question is, okay, so why should I exist? Like, okay, if there is nothing really to be proud of, what's the point? And to me, the point is about appreciating the amazing things that happen in the universe that are far beyond what we can do. Like, just admiring the huge scales and the extreme environments that are out there, and in the same sense, admiring if there is a higher intelligence out there, trying to see how far it goes and learning from it, and just it encourages you to get better and appreciate things that are bigger and better. Not about yourself, it's more about those things. And so meeting an extraterrestrial civilization, in a way, is part of that journey of growing up in our abilities by recognizing something better than us. And then you ask, okay, so what's the purpose? It's just curious. I'm just curious to figure things out, how the universe operates and what it includes, and this curiosity, it's just a need, okay, to know more. And I just want to live forever, by the way, just because there are so many things I don't understand. It's not about me living forever just because I'm proud of myself. It's about me wanting to understand all the things that I don't understand about the universe. And I think it will be an endless game. There is so much we don't understand. So in terms of giving a meaning to my life, it's the struggle to figure things out, and the curiosity to know what is in my cosmic neighborhood. And
Thank you for listening or watching. If you want to stay updated on future episodes, you can follow the show on YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts. Please also consider leaving a like on YouTube or a 5-star review on Spotify, as this helps the show reach a lot of people. You can also leave comments if you have any personal thoughts on the topics discussed during the episode. More conversations and solo episodes are on the way in the following weeks, and following the show is the best way to be notified about them. If you would like to reach out to me directly, you can DM me at philosophy.everyday on Instagram. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.